Hello there. Happy Saturday. I am chilling. It is a dreary, rainy Saturday. So I've been doing a little work, but having a slow start to the day. And I've been thinking a lot about this fear of failure topic that I'm putting out there in the world with my big idea that failure is a sacred right. And I've been thinking about how much self-loathing, how much personal fear of failure, how much of that shadow side of unworthiness feelings can come up when we try to do something big or when we try to go after something that we truly want. It's so easy to talk about what's light, and it's so much easier to talk about the positive and to only show those bits and pieces. And I would rather pull up the skirt. I want to open the closet. I want to look under the rug, and I want to share with you what's really going on under the rug, in the closet, those skeleton pieces, because I think it would be really easy for people to be like, oh yeah, easy for her, she's just doing it, or she's a coach, she must have it all figured out. And the reality is that I don't. The reality is that I am asking folks to do hard things, and I'm not asking anyone to do something that I haven't already done myself or am in the process of doing. This is not a once and done thing. So I have these big dreams. Yeah, I want to be on a TEDx stage and share a big idea. Yes, I want to put a book out there in the world. And more importantly, I want to be a good coach. More importantly, all of this is to grow this business, Yoke and Abundance. It is to get to earn the opportunity to work with more clients, because I know that what I do is important and impactful, and I'm trying to model the behavior that I think it takes to make us successful. And in that, and in this journey, it is that process of feeling the feelings. Don't stuff the feelings down. If they come up, it is toxic positivity to stuff it down and ignore that piece of it. Yes, Amy just said, seriously, the dark side is real, befriending it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about here. So it's so much easier to stuff down those feelings, or it's easier in the moment to try to stuff down the feelings and say, that's not what's going on here. And it is more difficult to say, oh, hi, self-doubt. Hi, fear of failure. Hi, feelings of unworthiness. I forgot you were there. And say, okay, what are you trying to teach me right now? What are you trying to show me? Because the truth of the matter is that when you're doing something that is important, when you are doing something that is meaningful, that ish comes up. That shit comes up. Funny story, my name is Alicia, and my family called me Ish for a lot of my life. Well, now ish means shit. So you can call me Ish. It's okay. But yeah, that ish comes up. And here's the thing. My whole talk, failure is a sacred right. I am putting out this talk. I've applied now to 9 different TEDx conferences. And what TEDx doesn't want is they don't necessarily want you just to tell personal stories. They don't really want something that's just motivational. So, I'm in the process of doing research now on this, but there's a huge part of me that's like fearful that, oh my God, maybe this is too motivational. Listen, I think I can identify a process. I think I can identify why it's important but it is motivational. All this stuff that keeps us out of inaction, all has to do with our mindset. And yes, that's motivational, but it doesn't mean that big idea is not worth sharing and not worth sharing in a big way. And it doesn't mean that it's not measurable. It's absolutely measurable, and we can work on it. So this is what's coming up for me, and I want to share it because I think it's important to share the reality of what's going on. I mean, lots of people get TED Talks, but did they talk about what went into actually landing it? Did they talk about what came up for them while they got it, or did they just show the end results? I don't want to just show you the end results. And maybe my end result will be that I don't get it. Ugh, yuck, right? That would be not great. But I want to be honest in my process, because here's the thing. I'm a coach, and coaching is not an easy process. And I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that it is an easy process. Growth is uncomfortable and growth is painful. And growth means rolling around in the muddy, mucky waters. So, I think a lot of the problems that we're in as a country right now are because we're not willing to say, I might not be right. We're not willing to say, I don't know. And that's what this process is. The possibility of failure, failing publicly. That's what's going on right now. I'm just popping in to share all of that. And I'm really curious, when you know something is important and you need to move forward and you need to try, what keeps you going? Like, what's your process of moving through the muck, of acknowledging and befriending the inner critic? How do you do it? Where are times that you have had fear of failure or have failed and tried and have had to move forward anyway, even though you tried and failed once or had fear of failing? What kept propelling you forward? Was it a greater why? Was it like you felt like you had to, like you were pushed up against the wall? I'm really curious. So please, pop in here and comment, shoot me a DM. I want to hear from you. I want to know what's coming up for people. I want to know, as I've been sharing this journey, what does what I'm talking about, what does it spark in you? What does it bring up in you? I'm curious. Let me know. Let's make this a dialogue. Let's have some fun. Let's chat. I want to hear what you have to say. I want to know what you're thinking. All right. Happy Saturday, everyone. Have a great day.